उदये सविता रक्तो रक्तश्चास्तमये तथा sampаттौ च vipаттौ च महतामेकरूपता.
Today we sit with one of the most quietly powerful verses in all of Sanskrit wisdom literature, a gem preserved in the great anthology called the Subhashita Ratnabhandagara, the treasure house of well-spoken jewels, and also found in the tradition of Bhartruhari's Niti Shataka. Listen to it first, slowly. Udaye savita rakto raktascha astamaye tatha sampattau cha vipattau cha mahatam ekarupata. The sun is red at rising and just as red at setting. Likewise, in prosperity and in adversity, the great remain one and the same. Let us take it apart word by word, because in Sanskrit the words themselves carry hidden teachings. Udaye means at the rising, at dawn. Savita is the sun, but notice the poet did not use the common word Surya. He chose Savita from the root so, meaning to impel, to generate, to bring forth life. This is the sun of the Gayatri mantra, the sun as the great energizer. Rakta means red, crimson. Astamaye means at the setting, at dusk. Tatha means likewise, in just the same way. Then the second line, Sampattau means in prosperity, in good fortune. Vipattau means in adversity, in calamity. Cha means both and. Mahatam means of the great ones. And the final word, the crown of the verse, Ekarupata. Eka means one. Rupa means form or appearance, and the ending ta makes it an abstract quality, one formness, sameness of bearing. Now here is where the roots become beautiful. The word rakta, red, comes from the root ranj, which means to be colored, to be dyed. And from this very same root comes the word raaga, which means passion, attachment, the craving that stains the mind. So the poet is making a quiet pun. The sun is rakta, colored red, but it is never rakta in the sense of attached. Its redness is its own nature, not a dye it borrows from the world. And listen to this. Sampatti and vipatti, prosperity and calamity, both come from the same root pad, which means to fall. With the prefix sam, things fall together and we call it success. With the prefix vi, things fall apart and we call it disaster. The language itself is telling us that fortune and misfortune are the same event, a falling, differing only in direction. Neither one deserves to rule your inner life. Where does this verse come from? It belongs to the Subhashita tradition, the epigrams of practical wisdom that were recited in royal courts and family homes across India for centuries. There is no battlefield here, no dialogue between teacher and student. The speaker is the culture itself, and the listener is anyone who will ever face the swing of fortune, which means everyone. And the proof the poet offers is admitted into evidence every single day, right above your head. You have seen 1,000 sunrises and sunsets. Has the sun ever changed its color between them? Now let us go deeper. The sunrise is your fortune arriving, the promotion, the wealth, the praise, the love. The sunset is fortune departing, the loss, the failure, the criticism, the ending. And the redness, that is your essential character. The sun does not flush with excitement at dawn and turn pale with despair at dusk. Its color comes from what it is, not from where it stands in the sky. And notice something subtle and important. The verse does not say the great become colorless. It does not preach numbness or cold detachment. The sun at dawn and dusk is gloriously, vividly red, at its most beautiful, precisely at the thresholds. True equanimity, what the Gita calls samatvam, is not the absence of intensity. It is intensity that no longer depends on outcomes. The Great One still burns, still gives light, still impels the world like Savita, whether rising or setting. There is one more hidden layer. Physically speaking, the sun never actually rises or sets. The earth turns. Rising and setting are appearances created by where the observer stands. In the same way, the wise traditions say prosperity and adversity are appearances moving across the surface of a life, while the deepest self undergoes neither. And here is a lovely fact from modern science. The sun appears red at both horizons for exactly the same reason: the scattering of light through a long stretch of atmosphere. Its redness at dawn and its redness at dusk are literally one single phenomenon, not two. So too, composure in victory and composure in defeat are one virtue, not two separate performances. This teaching echoes across the world. The Bhagavad Gita says, Sukha dukkhe samakrutva, labha alabhau jaya jayo. Treat pleasure and pain, gain and loss, victory and defeat as the same, and then act. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote of being like the rock against which the waves break, while it stands unmoved. The Buddhists speak of upekkha, equanimity amid the 8 worldly winds of gain and loss, fame and disgrace, praise and blame, pleasure and pain. And the poet Kipling wrote, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. Modern psychology confirms it too. Studies of lottery winners and accident survivors show that both return to nearly the same baseline of happiness within months. Events have far less lasting power over us than we fear. The great ones have simply understood this in advance. So how do we live this verse starting today? First, carry a question with you. Twice a day, once in a high moment and once in a low one, pause and ask, is my behavior right now flowing from my character or from my circumstances? Check 3 things: your tone of voice, how you treat the least powerful person near you, and the quality of your decisions. These 3 are always the first to fade when fortune swings. Second, before any uncertain event, a launch, an exam, a difficult conversation, decide your form in advance. Complete this sentence: whether this succeeds or fails, I will remain, and name your qualities. Because the sun's color at sunset was never decided at sunset. It was always its nature. And when you catch a sunrise or a sunset this week, let the sky itself become your teacher. Whisper the line, sampattau cha vipattau cha, mahatam ekarupata. In prosperity and in adversity, the great remain one and the same. May your redness be your own.
उदये सविता रक्तो रक्तश्चास्तमये तथा सम्पत्तौ च विपत्तौ च महतामेकरूपता